What's up, guys? It's Josh Mall, the voice from Swimming Pool Science. Getting out of breath, starting day number 2 here at the, what is this place? The Trailside Bike Park in Park City, Utah. Today, before we get into the trip, we'll be talking about what you do if someone poops or pees or vomits or gets into your spa without showering. Gross. So stay tuned. After we talk about pool stuff, we'll get you updated on what we're doing on day number 2 of this road trip. So we've left Park City and we're on our way up Great North to parts unknown, at least unknown to these two. I've been up this way before, but we're going to be passing by Willard State Park because that's the closest I can get to the Great Salt Lake, and I need to film a little segment for my salt generator video on pool salt generators. And then apparently we're going to be making a stop in Bountiful to a grocery store that carries Red Button Creamery. Yes, Ginger is driving and she was behind a Red Button Creamery truck long enough to get mesmerized by the ad on the back of the truck, and I'm a sucker for ice cream, so that's gonna be our next stop. But
what? It is gonna be our next stop? Hopefully.
Yeah. A few things to note about poop in the pool and all that gross stuff, and what do you do? I don't know, man, I get pretty grossed out. Ginger, what do you do when you get poop on you?
No, I don't. I wash my hands with soap and water.
Ginger's a nurse. When I get poop on me, I cut that piece of skin off after washing my hands. I can't. Poop is hilarious until it gets on me, and then it's the most disgusting thing ever. But check this out, guys. The average person in a hot tub releases about 0.14 grams of fecal matter from in and around their butthole. And yeah, that's about the weight of a single pea, like, you know, a pea that you would eat, not like urine, but pea. But yeah, and they also release a couple fluid ounces of urine. So you get about 5 or 6 adults in a hot tub or something like that. You're talking about a tablespoon of fecal matter between 5 or 6 adults in a hot tub. For kids in a hot tub, it's about 100 times that amount. So you're talking in the grams for fecal matter. Pretty disgusting, pretty gross. Solid fecal matter, much better than liquid fecal matter, aka diarrhea. Because when it's diarrhea, we've got to worry about pathogens like cryptosporidium that spreads, and that spreads via anus to mouth, Ginger. So, kid has diarrhea in the pool, you just happen to have a crypto outbreak, then you swallow some pool water.
A little water in your mouth.
Yep, and crypto's tough. It takes a lot of chlorine to kill crypto. So the general rule of thumb in the pool industry, especially with commercial pools, is if it's poo, make it 2. That means if you got solid fecal matter in a pool, you want that chlorine at least 2 parts per million. That's with cyanuric acid down at 30 or below. So if that cyanuric acid's higher, you need to raise that chlorine up a little bit higher. So it can be 4 or 6 parts per million. You scoop the solid matter out, clean it out, backwash the filter. You can let the pool circulate with nobody swimming for a little while if you want, and then you're welcome to swim again. But when it comes to liquid diarrhea, cha-cha-cha. If it's runny, make it 20. So pool needs to go up to 20 parts per million. It needs to be closed down for a minimum of 24 hours before anyone's allowed to swim, because we have to worry about cryptosporidium, and it's very difficult. That crypto, when you look at it under a microscope, it's got a very hard shell, almost like a suit of armor, a clamshell, and it takes a lot of chlorine a long time to penetrate that shell. So, Willard State Park. Guys, I gotta go. We will come back. We're gonna talk about vomit and more. For your mom and Dave.
Should we ship it to them?
So a little problem here, they sell it in half gallons, and we don't have any kind of freezer or dry ice.
We can put it on our camper.
And then we'll just have melted ice cream all over the place.
That one.
We're gonna have to eat as much as we can.
No, we need to ask
before it melts in the parking lot.
We need to ice.
So the thing is, when you got diarrhea, hey, I'm talking. When you got diarrhea in a pool, you know, CDC wants you to run the chlorine at 20 parts per million for 28 hours if the cyanuric acid is below 15 parts per million. Now, most pools aren't that low. So you got diarrhea flying out of some kid's butt, and you've got to deal with it because you got freaked out swimmers, man. Party's over. If you run it at 40 parts per million, then you close the pool for half the amount of time. But for residential purposes, man, just shock the damn pool, get the chlorine really high. You should know your pool's capacity, bump it up to at least 20 to 30 parts per million, run it for 2 days, and then it's going to be safe to swim. Same goes for vomit, because there's a bunch of diseases in vomit that can be waterborne and can get you sick. Now, when it comes to blood, that's an easy one. There's like the HIV, and Hep B, chlorine will kill them real quick. And if you got a DE filter.
What about hepatitis C?
What about Hep C? CDC didn't list that, so I'm guessing it kills that too.
Cool.
You have E, F, G, H, and I as well. So, you know, that's kind of the guidelines you want when it comes to diarrhea. Solid, man, that's easy, man. You got a solid turd in there, you just fish it out and run the pool. But yeah, no, on the blood stuff, sometimes they'll close the pool down, but that's not for disinfectant reasons. That's for psychological reasons to appease the public. Because the chlorine takes care of all that stuff in short work, anything bloodborne. So remember that. This is Pocatello, Idaho. This is our red button watermelon ice cream. Super good. So the bottom line is this, boys and girls. If it's just solid poop, a little bit of pee, some snot, some blood, don't freak out.
That's while we're eating.
I am intentionally doing it while you're eating. If it's diarrhea or vomit, well, then you got some stuff to worry about. You need to get everybody out of the pool, take care of it, treat it, super chlorinate. But again, solid fecal matter, just fish it out and chase your friends with it for a few laps around the deck, and you're good. All right, guys, that does it for the pool stuff. If you want to stick around and see how our trip went from Park City all the way up to West Yellowstone, stick around because I will post some highlights and the rest of the video. Thanks for watching. How's your morning starting off, Ginger?
Winded.
Winded. It's good. How's the new pivot treating you?
Good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Miles?
Good.
How are you, Fluffy? There you go. Nice. Feet on the pedals, Miles. She is. Ride it. Feel it all pumped up, Willow. Ready to shred. I like how you coordinated your outfit. It looks good. What do you think, Willow? Should we get him out?
Yes.
He says, don't come near me. All right, buddy, we got you. Watch out. We're gonna get him out. Here, put that right there. Yeah, we're gonna rescue you. I know, don't worry. Ready? 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 Okay, go, man, go, go, go. Yeah, you're free, run.
So you just went into the hole.
We did it.
Now he's like, how am I
He's
going to
free.
get my breakfast?
Yeah. Ginger, what are you craving right now?
Ice cream.
Ice cream? Why?
Ice cream.
What's going on?
We all
Why
ice cream.
in the world would you be craving ice cream?
Because I've been driving behind the Red Button Vintage Creamery truck. And now I want to go to redbuttoncreamery.com.
You're supposed to drive us to Idaho, not Red Button Creamery.
I don't know. I want to go there. Sounds good. And I even have bowls.
Ooh, this is gonna be a gnarly lunch.
How do you like your watermelon ice cream?
And we like to mash it till it makes soup. I don't.
Fluffy, did you get any ice
I
cream?
like it.
There you go. How's that watermelon ice cream, Fluff? Nice and refreshing after your bike ride this morning?
I just don't want any ice cream to spill. Fluff says I've had enough.
Don't let them survive you.
There's an offer for a free shake when you buy two last muscle prices. Today's right for skinny mini for meat cake. Hey, you don't need steak. Get a meat shake. You want a meaty meal, but your teeth ain't. Hey.
Impromptu stop at the Army Surplus Warehouse right across the highway from the Melaleuca World Headquarters. Let's go buy the kids some sticks of dynamite. Those are gas cans, man. Look at this.
Ooh, a car. Ooh, these. But actually, I do want to ask them if they have food for it.
Yeah, they will. They'll have it. We just, my might be just in the very wrong spot for it. Let's look. That might work on our little table, huh?
This is gonna work.
You guys find anything that you like?
Yes.
What are you gonna get?
I don't know. The stuff that's in this basket and hopefully this.
Oh yeah? Is that gonna be a new space helmet?
Yes.
Oh.
Cool. Still crashed out.
I'm waking up. I'm waking up.
No, don't wake up.
I don't want to wake up.
You want one of those, Ginger?
Yes. No, one of those. Can I get one?
It's just like a roof that someone cut off of a building. Population 286, man. This is a third the size of Dolores. Pretty cool.
Thrift store. I love thrift stores. Oh. You were tired. You'd probably stayed a little longer than you should have in general. You like.
Well, yeah, we were like, oh, we'll come back early. We'll kind of maybe take a nap this afternoon. We'll have dinner, and then we'll go back in.
But you really, it doesn't necessarily work like that. And if you had like 4 days, you could work like that. But like in 2, it's like, no, we gotta hang out.